Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. Welcome to my channel. It's my daily vlog, so whatever I'm up to is what you're gonna see here. And today, we're gonna do another book review. I finished another book, so I read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. So, if you know anything about this book, you know that this video comes with a trigger warning. This book deals with a lot of sensitive issues, a lot of things that could be very upsetting to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. So, yeah, before I continue, I want to put that out there. So, what did I think of this book? Amazing. Amazingly written. Amazing because Black woman speaking her truth and done in such a matter-of-fact way. You know, didn't matter if there were consequences to it, didn't matter, you know, who was going to see it, who wasn't going to see it. She was speaking her truth. So this is a memoir based on the early childhood and into adolescence, where she grew up in the South in Stamps and for some time in St. Louis and then over to California. And this took place, I think it was like 1920s to 1940s. It was pre-World War II into the beginning of World War II. And it's hard to read. It's hard to read because of the pain that she endures, because of the trauma she endures, and the normalization of all of it. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. If you are a person with an iota of empathy, this is a hard, difficult, stomach-turning book to read. But necessary. It's necessary. And sometimes we have to do things that are uncomfortable. We have to do things that make us realize what happened in our history, what happened in the world, and reflect on it so we do not make the same mistakes again. We are living through a vicious, vicious cycle of history repeating itself over and over and over again. And if our history is erased or hidden or taken from us, how on earth are we supposed to learn from it? It's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pleasant. And it will make you uncomfortable. And it should. And it's okay. It is okay to experience all of that. It absolutely is. And if you are a person in this world who has about the same amount of melanin as I do, you really should process the book. You should read it. You should reflect on it. You should take it in and listen to this person's truth that she is speaking and what segregation did to her, what slavery did to her, what generational trauma did to her, and how that is carried with her, how it's incorporated into the whole of who she is. You can't separate these things. You can't say, oh, that was so many years ago. Oh, that was not me. That was my grandparents or my great-great-great-grandparents or whatever. You can't separate these things. Generational trauma is, it's real. It gets passed down through the ways that we were raised, through the ways that we're taught to survive, through the ways that we're taught to stay safe, through the ways that we're taught to advocate for ourselves or not. But it's very real, and it affects the present, and it affects how we relate to each other as human beings. So, would I recommend reading this? Absolutely. Will this be an easy read? Not at all. This is going to be one of the hardest books you're ever going to read. And not in a vocabulary sense or in a length of book sense, but the topics are raw and painful and disturbing. But it's necessary to understand our history for us to be able to move forward. And if we continue to whitewash it, if we continue to minimize it, if we continue to just push it out of the way, be like, oh yeah, it happened, but it was way back then. Or, oh yeah, it happened, but. As soon as that but comes in, argument is over. That's it. Because there is no but. There isn't. Cannot be. It is also a book that turns up on banned book lists. So this is a book that there are some that don't want you to read this, that want to hide history from you. It's available at the library. It's available at bookstores, but you can get it from the library for free. You can borrow it. Libraries are an amazing resource. I love my public library. I love the fact that my library has books that I could download directly to my Kindle, so I don't have to actually go to the library branch to read books for free. I love that the library offers so many groups and educational opportunities. Libraries are a fantastic resource, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, read it while you can. Read it while it's still out there. I hope it stays out there. I don't want history to disappear. I don't want us to make the same mistakes again. We can do better. So, that is my thoughts about my time reading I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. So with that, I am done. And I will see everyone tomorrow. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.